a miracle you won't hear in Sunday school often. The miracle of the poisoned stew, based on 2 Kings 4:38 to 41. It was a time of famine in the land, a hunger that gnawed not just at the stomach, but at the spirit. The people had grown weary, and food was scarce. Elisha, the prophet of God, returned to the place where the sons of the prophets, his students, gathered to learn the word of the Lord. As he looked upon their tired faces, he felt deep compassion stir within him. "Set the large pot on the fire," Elisha said calmly, "and boil stew for the sons of the prophets." The men nodded, their hearts lifted at the thought of a warm meal. One of them hurried into the nearby fields to gather herbs and wild plants to flavor the stew. His eyes fell upon a vine heavy with green gourds. Strange and unfamiliar, yet they looked plentiful. "These will do," he thought, not knowing the danger they carried. He plucked them eagerly, sliced them into the pot, and stirred them into the bubbling broth. Soon the sweet smell of stew filled the air, mingling with the crackle of the fire. The men gathered around, bowls in hand, ready to eat. But the moment the stew touched their lips, a cry broke out. "Man of God, there is death in the pot," one shouted, clutching his stomach. The others pushed their bowls away in fear. The stew was poisoned. Elisha stood still for a moment, his eyes steady, unshaken by the panic. Then, with the calm assurance that comes only from trust in the living God, he said, "Bring some flour." A servant hurried to obey, bringing a handful of flour. Elisha took it and cast it into the pot. The men looked at him, puzzled. How could flour heal poison? But Elisha's faith was not in the flour. It was in the power of God who works through the simple things. "Pour some out for the people, that they may eat," he said. They hesitated, but at his word they obeyed. Each took a spoonful of the stew once more. And to their amazement, the poison was gone. The bitter taste had vanished, replaced by warmth and life. They ate freely, joy filling their hearts as the danger passed. What had once brought death now brought nourishment. Elisha smiled softly and lifted his eyes to heaven, giving silent thanks to the Lord who turns harm into healing and scarcity into abundance. If you know God can turn dead situation into live comment. Lord, I trust you alone. Moral lesson: God's power can turn what was meant for harm into a source of blessing. Even in times of famine, confusion, or danger, faith in Him brings restoration and life. Please like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment and follow for more.